Hello, welcome to the land of trial. Who are you? Where is this place? I brought you here for a reason, and I will tell you about the situation. You brought me here. Is this a kidnapping? You can think so. From now on, you will pass a series of trials to prove your eligibility to return to the original world. If you fail to pass these trials, you will stay here forever.
Oh my god!
What am I fighting for? The content of the trial is very simple. Just do as I said. Collect some fruits. You never said that. You haven't said that yet.
Do as I said. What? The little blurb underneath the header is, a boy who likes apples but whose name is Pears will prove himself through a series of trials to be redeemed and find his way back home. List of gameplay contents. 1. This is a third-person RPG. Interesting. 2. The story runs through the whole game, which contains a 70-second ending animation.
That's good. You know, I wasn't going to buy the game, but now that I found out that they invested a whole 70 seconds into the outro, I'm in. For now, there are 5 fruits. Collect them and come back to me. Where are they? That is your problem. You can
Up your ass. Get out of here.
They don't pay me enough to know where the fruits are.
Complete all 60 achievements need great courage and patience, extremely firm belief, and a certain amount of time. Once again, please make sure that you don't smash your mouse or keyboard. After all, the price of this game may be lower.
I love that the store page is like, brother, you can just uninstall it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
Save some money.
It's okay, you can just uninstall it.
This is a game that will seriously hurt perfectionists.
I feel extremely called out, right? As a speedrunner, I think this guy knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah. You know, everybody's like, this is just a really shitty game. This guy didn't know what the hell he was doing. But I mean, the store page has claimed that since the game released in 2018, that it was intended to be like a frustrating, smash your keyboard experience, you know?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing, right? Is like we can argue all day whether or not it was originally designed that way, like whether or not that's sort of an ex post facto decision for the store page. But at the end of the day, you know, he knew it was frustrating and he said, "Hey guy, it's frustrating."
Yeah.
I got it, though a bit tiring, but I do not think I learned anything. Yeah, same.
Not a single thing is learned by playing this game.
I expected this to happen because you're not good at thinking. I forgot that line.
Yeah, I expected that. You're a fucking idiot. Now, anyway.
Yeah, I expected this to happen because you are not good with your brain as you did in your original world. What you have to understand is your brain is bad. You got a bad brain.
You're a bit short on wrinkles. Anyway, moving along. You will never learn to enjoy the fruits of victory.
No, unfortunately, no.
You'll learn to hate apples.
Here's the level where everyone who plays this game discovers what's up. It's very easy to play up to this point and not realize the game, but it becomes very obvious in this level. Anyway, here's what the game is all about.
This is the interesting gravity mechanic.
This is the interesting gravity mechanic. Not doing anything special, this is just the way the game works. So this level is all about collecting these 3 fruits. A fool might decide to descend the ramps. The 200 IQ Giga Chad is just going to run straight to the next fruit. It wasn't in the plans? Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna die now? Alright, see ya. Okay, so this game, probably from borrowing all of the code it borrowed, has this feature where you can do this targeting reticule. This game, by the way, never gives you a gun or anything where that would ever be useful. But it does have targeting reticule. Go ahead and collect 100 fruits! 100 fruits!
100 fruits!
100 fruits. So you have to collect 100 fruit of the same kind without ever collecting a different fruit. And so the strategy that I think pretty much everyone has landed on without any tips or anything. Everyone comes to realize the same exact strategy, which is that some of the fruits are larger than others, so if you can get yourself like wedged in the right location, right underneath one of the shoots, you'll collect the large ones, but you won't collect the small ones. It's clever, and it works. It's smart. But what we've actually discovered over time, from the game being decompiled and people messing around with it, is that all of these shoots are actually running on different timers. So each shoot has a different amount of time before it randomly chooses what fruit it's going to drop, and then drops something. And so I think what we discovered, if I'm remembering correctly, is that the 4th shoot is actually the fastest one.
So while we've got some time, what do you call a crowd of chess players bragging about their wins in a hotel lobby?
I don't know.
Chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
God, that is such an elaborate setup.
Yo, have you heard of the band Have you heard of the band 1023 Megabytes? They haven't got a gig yet.
Come on, man. You had to give me a second. I knew it was going to be a joke about a gig. Come on. Oh, by the way, I've talked a long time about submitting this to a speedrun marathon, and the mild feedback I've gotten from the handful of people I've talked to is that the one thing that really holds us back is that this level, I mean, this is this level, right? You're looking at it right now. And while I might not be in the right shoot right now, I'm not 100% certain, optimally, in my best speedrun I've ever done, I think that this level took 2.5 minutes or so, maybe a little longer than that. It's a long time to just stare at the screen for a dumb game like this.
You know, I'll tell you, I started a new business making yachts in my attic this year, though. The sales going through the roof.
Sounds pretty good. All right, one more, come on.
Remember not to go too high off the ramp.
Yeah,
You can hit a kill plane over that way.
Yeah, there's a kill plane directly behind the hill, so if you go over the hill thinking you're just gonna, like, run over here through the sky, you're wrong. You're wrong, and your brain is bad for it. Okay, so here's the maze.
The maze.
Yeah.
Here we go.
To rehash the story, this was the level where I wandered in this level for probably had to have been like a half an hour. I was just wandering around this maze, and it is a substantially sized maze, by the way.
Yeah, it's huge.
It is bigger than you think it is. Imagine how large you think this maze is. It's bigger than that. But there's only 3 spots where fruit spawns. There's only 3 locations. Fuck me if I can remember where they are, but I never found the one that spawned the time that I played it. I wandered for half an hour and never found it. Hey, I found one. If you consider this to be troll design, there's one level in here that's just pure malice.
Yeah. I'm gonna refill my water while you wander around.
Yeah, thanks. It's gonna be a while. Yeah. Don't forget, you're here forever. Where the fuck am I going?
Glad I came back just to hear that.
I'm dizzy and vomiting. I feel I have a fever, and I hate mazes most. Buddy, I hate mazes most. You don't even know about hating mazes. Okay, so now we can talk about this level. Let me get to where I need to get, and then I'll talk about it because I think it's very interesting. These stones will move, and you will have to pass them to reach the last stone. But be careful; these stones do not move you when they are moving.
So to preface this, there's no friction under these blocks when you move. It doesn't grab the player, it just slides underneath you, right? You were the one that got this info from Kalimag, so you should probably be the one to...
Yeah, so there's a platform pretty close to the end that if you just play this normally, you will probably just fall through. Before we learned anything really about this game, only 2 people had ever beaten it. And it was driving us nuts because most people who played this, you would just fall through the next to last platform. Like when you get there, you just fall through. And it turns out, what we found out, was that platform was designed by a fucker who decided that every time you press the space bar, it would alternate whether or not it was solid or whether or not you fall through it. It just so happens that that's the default keybind for jump. Thank goodness that they tied it directly to the space bar, not to the jump button. So if you rebind your jump button, then it has
it's never a problem.
Yeah.
They don't tell you this anywhere.
Yeah, nothing mentions it. It's not even like some cute aside by a character like, oh, this last platform, it's going to really trick you. Nothing mentions it. It's just hell. That's the reason why I use left click for jumping, actually. I'm going to specifically press the space bar, and you'll see what I mean. Does this mod actually fix that? Hold on.
Yeah, Kalimag's mod gets rid of that feature.
Never mind then. I think Kalimag's mod does fix it, but if I didn't have the mod on, never mind, it did not fix it.
You have to actually get off the platform or be jumping to the platform for it to happen. So yeah, it's absolutely real. There you go.
I promise I did not set that joke up for myself. I just did not realize that.
I totally forgot that you had to play. I tested that in fact.
As far as bad games go. God, something about having an apple in my pocket really makes it hard to jump in this game. There's something really nice about a jank developer that makes games like that. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but like sometimes you just find a developer who makes a very specific type of game that just you jive with.
Terralunka and Valkiala software. Oof, boy, do I have a library from them.
Yeah, they help you make the donuts. What? Now you will go collect 100 fruits. The platform will continue to drop fruits. So simple? But I've got a surprise for you. I knew it was not that simple. Go and collect 100 fruits. Good luck. Oh, I remember what this one is.
Oh yeah, this one's a lot of not fun.
Alright, so we just gotta collect 100 fruits. It's that easy.
10 to go.
Oh, I see. Just one more.
A simple single fruit. Just one. First try.
See, I'm not playing this level. That's not happening. I'm trying to just hit the highlights really quickly. This is the part of the game where the fireballs start appearing, and the fireballs are terrible. And what you're supposed to do for this level, I think, is you're supposed to jump to that side platform, ride it for a second when the ball goes by, and then jump back. That's incredibly difficult to do. It is
pointless.
Yeah, really the only viable strategy, and the fastest one to boot, is, I've got to get the timing down, but you want to jump off the side and jump around the fireball. If you can get past it with some speed, you can just outrun it to the platform on the other side, but you're also trying to line up with a moving platform, so that's a nightmare of its own.
Yeah, I was never able to get around it, or to outrun it. How is it not killing you? That's amazing. Like, I never was able to outrun it like that. And now, go back and do it again.
You bastard.
Tell you what, well, you give it a few more tries, I will run to the restroom.
Yes! Yes! That's for the fans.